I know you.
And here we go. Chris Jericho and Jeff Hardy, one-on-one, to determine who will be in next week's Fatal 4-Way match to decide the #1 contender for the WWE Championship.
This matchup can be summed up in one word: explosive.
Jericho has to be on his game tonight, facing the tough and resilient Jeff Hardy.
Codebreaker. Good night.
And here's the pin.
1, 2.
He was a split second away from a 3 count. And he hits the neck breaker. Y2J is one of the most determined athletes in the business. And I can assure you that he'll leave nothing in the gas tank by the...
I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out. 2. That was so close to 3, he could taste it. There's the pin.
And he goes for the neck break.
He isn't fooling around here, JR. There's the code breaker.
Remember how much is on the line in this contest.
1,
The winner continues
3.
to earn a shot.
And that's all she wrote, JR. It's over.
Jericho defeated.
Talk.
No! Okay, I give up. I'll talk.
This is going to be a grueling match tonight. 4 superstars enter the ring, but only one leaves as the #1 contender for the WWE title.
And not just any superstars. Shawn Michaels, Mr. Kennedy, Chris Jericho, and Randy Orton. 4 of the toughest competitors out there today.
A swift kick to the opponent. And there's the drop kick. And there's the cobra.
Oh, what a painful kick. There's the code breaker.
I'd say Chris Jericho's already warmed up after his altercation with Finley earlier.
I think one of these 3 superstars gave Finley that tape.
I have no clue. But whoever's messing with Jericho will learn that's a surefire way to catch a win. What a code breaker. Hey, maybe Finley's lying. This could be a pinfall.
1, 2. A stunning slam, knocking the wind out of his opponent.
And he strikes the opponent with a quick kick. Man, that must feel like running into a wall. fall here, folks. A flying four, sending the opponent crashing down to the ground. He's putting the knee to his opponent.
Uh-oh, it's the walls of Jericho.
Here's the cover, JR.
Mr. Kennedy has been eliminated. What force behind that tackle? It seems he's out to win by any means necessary.
He can pin him right here, JR.
Bulldog headlock, driving the opponent face first to the floor. Jericho with the code breaker. And he goes for the neck breaker.
Just listen to his body crash into the ground. Ouch! What a slap across the face!
Devastating. Just a devastating neck breaker.
He's working the fundamentals there.
We all know what the code breaker.
Good night.
Who's it going to be? Mr. Kennedy, HBK, the Legend Killer, or Y2J? Who's going to face Cena for the WWE Championship? He puts the boot to his opponent.
And there's the flying forearm.
A sharp kick. Where he
There's the code breaker.
He's going for the pin.
This match will determine the challenger to face John Cena for his WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble.
More importantly, after tonight's match, will the winner even be physically able to challenge Cena for the title?
Here's what the fans win. What a code breaker.
That was a punch and a half.
Would you look at the elevation? What an incredible drop kick. Come on. What a dirty move. And now a pin. This could be it.
Oh, look out! Look out! Look out!
Jericho with the code breaker.
There's the pin.
1, 2. An incredible dive as he hits the senton.
That's a move that'll knock you out cold, if you're lucky.
He sees his opportunity, and he's taking it.
Code breaker! Good night. I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
2, 3. And the Legend Killer is done for.
And that'll just turn your chest beet red.
And that's a stiff kick.
Here's the pin. Could this be it?
A flying four, sending the opponent crashing down to the ground. Y2J has slapped on the walls of Jericho.
Oh my gosh, JR. That's it.
Chris Jericho.
You want to keep your...
It was 2 weeks ago that Chris Jericho and Jeff Hardy battled it out for an opportunity to face John Cena at the Royal Rumble. Now, can these two proud competitors put aside their differences and concentrate on the task at hand?
Task at hand? You make it sound like we're These guys are fighting Finley and Snitsky.
What a kickback. Chris Jericho won a grueling fatal four-way match against the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, Legend Killer Randy Orton, and Mr. Kennedy that set him up as the #1 contender for a shot at the title.
I wouldn't say he won that match as much as he survived it, JR. That was just an all-out war.
You can bet that Jericho's looking forward to dishing out more punishment on Finley to see if he can get to the truth on who really gave him that tape.
The problem is, there's one small obstacle in his way, and that obstacle goes by the name Snitsky.
There's nothing small about Snitsky. The man with the brown teeth is a monster. A sharp kick wearing down his opponent.
Throwing his opponent around like a rag doll.
There's the pin.
What?
That wasn't even close to 3.
He puts the boot to his opponent. Man, that must feel like running into a wall.
And he strikes with the elbow. And there's the flying forearm. Uh-oh, it's the walls of Jericho.
What a devastating neck breaker. The kick connects.
Looks like he's trying for a pin here. A count of 2, and the referee's hand was coming down for the 3. Looks like he's got some big plans, JR.
Y2J has slapped on the walls of Jericho. Those strange messages. Who will save the same? And
Here's the pin. Could this be it? I think, dude. Oh, man. That was almost 3, JR.
He's intent on leaving a mark on the opponent.
and he strikes the opponent.
Code breaker. Good night.
A sharp kick wearing down his opponent. A bulldog smashing the opponent's skull into the ground. A flying four sending the opponent crashing down to the ground.
And there's the high-risk move. 1, 2. Oh, what a painful kick.
Jericho with the code breaker. Not only does Chris Jericho have to face Finley,
This could be a pinfall. Oh my, he's bleeding. That's an unfortunate side effect of this. Wow, what a match, JR.
Jericho seems to...
What's up, Joe?
We're underway. And this weekend, King, Shawn Michaels will be in the Royal Rumble. Chris Jericho has a chance to become the WWE Champion. But tonight, incidentally, Y2J versus HBK in a classic match.
Both men know they can't look beyond their opponents tonight. Chris Jericho's fought a hard road to earn the #1 contender spot. Not only did he beat Mr. Kennedy and Randy Orton in a fatal four-way, he beat this man too, Shawn Michaels.
I can tell you, that back's not lost on HBK. You gotta think he wants to face Jericho.
I don't believe it. The match is over.
It's taken a long time for Chris Jericho to get here, but it was worth the wait. He beat Jeff Hardy. Then he went through Orton, Kennedy, and Shawn Michaels to earn this chance at facing John Cena for the WWE Championship. Those ominous messages that keep warning Jericho must be in the back of his mind during this matchup.
We better keep those messages out of his mind if he hopes to be the WWE Champion John Cena.
This is a historic night that is only becoming more momentous with each passing match. Tonight, the winner of the Royal Rumble was none other than the Phenom himself, The Undertaker.
Wow, and what a Rumble that was! The Dead Man outlasted 30 of the toughest superstars in the WWE and came out on top. I still have goosebumps from that one.
A striking elbow staggering the opponent.
Just listen to his body crash into the ground. If Chris Jericho beats John Cena tonight, it'll be a short, bittersweet victory.
Jericho with the code breaker.
Oh no! That last shot! He may get the 3 count here. Dude, he was a split second away from a 3 count.
A sharp kick wearing down his opponent. Wham! What a code breaker.
Look at that! No fear whatsoever. What an amazing superstar.
And he slaps the opponent with a quick kick.
Code breaker! Good night!
He's up in the high rent district.
Oh, did you see that?
Oh boy, this is gonna be big. There's the pin.
What?
Dude, that was like 2 7/8, JR.
A sharp kick wearing down his opponent.
Oh, look out! Look out! Jericho down with the lion saw!
I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR.
And equal impact delivered with that elbow drop.
This looks like bad.
Jericho down with the lion saw!
He's climbing the turnbuckle. What's he up to?
He catches his opponent with an elbow.
Looks like he's got some big plans, JR.
Uh-oh! It's the walls of Jericho!
Look at that. No fear whatsoever. What an amazing superstar. I don't know if everyone's going to be happy about it, but that's the match.
Chris Jericho is clearly at a disadvantage in this contest. Shane McMahon showing no respect or consideration for Y2J by putting him in this impromptu match.
And this match isn't just against anyone, it's against a wrestling god. And it's a no disqualification match.
And the self-proclaimed wrestling god, JBL's in a foul mood after losing his Intercontinental Championship less than 24 hours ago against young Cody Rhodes.
Well, let's face it, JR. JBL was pretty banged up after that brutal match against Holly the week before.
It definitely hasn't been a good couple of weeks for either Chase
And that's the match.
These are my top suspects.
Umaga? Come on! There's no way the Samoan Bulldozer was that masked man!
Umaga wearing a mask is like putting a wig on a bulldozer. No matter how hard you try to disguise it, it's...
Jericho nailed the lion saw! King O'Mac is really doing a number on Chris Jericho. What kind of mind games is Shane trying to pull here?
If the physical punishment Jericho's put himself through isn't enough, the mental challenges to get himself up for these matches really must be taking a terrible toll. I frankly don't see how facing Umaga...
Jericho nailed the lion saw!
Here's the pin. Could this be it?
2, 3. The referee has called for the bell. That's it.
He had no good. There's something Shane isn't telling me.
Tonight's match will be one of great ramifications. Can Y2J and HBK actually work well enough together after their volatile matches of late?
There may not be much love lost between Jericho and Michaels, but there is respect between the two.
A begrudging respect that will be put to the test as they face off against Randy Orton and Mr. Kennedy. Will the discovery of the mask in Kennedy's back, one has to wonder if all of Chris Jericho's attention will be focused squarely on Kennedy.
And there it is. That's the match.
What a main...
That mask?
It's easy to see that Shane McMahon's forced this match upon Chris Jericho and Jeff Hardy. It's obvious both men know each other so well that this will not only be a physically strenuous, but also mentally challenging. Knowing Chris Jericho like I do, I can tell you this. He must be extremely anxious to find out the identity of that masked assassin.
Jericho nailed the lion saw.
I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out. Dude, it was so close to 3 he could taste it. Look at that. No fear whatsoever. What an amazing superstar.
There's nothing fancy about that.
A simple move.
Jericho nailed the lion saw.
If anything,
Here's the pin. Could this be it? Dude, that was like 2 7/8, JR. There's the pin.
What?
Dude, was that 3? No? Come on.
and the gall, the unmitigated gall of that masked man just standing there, staring into the ring, must make Chris Jericho's blood boil.
Boil? By the look in Jericho's eyes, I'd say he's volcanic.
We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks.
And there's the flying forearm.
It's the walls of Jericho. A sharp kick wearing down his opponent.
He's a 3 count away from a pinfall.
He takes his opponent down with a flying.
Jericho nailed the lion saw.
Looks like he's trying for a pin here.
2, 3.
That's it. That's all she wrote.
If I know one thing, I know it's... I think this guy is the masked man, and I'm... For weeks now.
What a fierce kick.
This looks like
There's the code breaker. There's nothing fancy about that.
A simple move sets up bigger things. A stiff shot with the elbow. The kick connects. Wham! What a cold break.
He hits his opponent with the elbow.
It's like he read his opponent's mind.
He catches his opponent with an elbow.
I think they're going to try to gut it out, JR. But guts will only get you so far.
Jericho with the code breaker.
I don't know if he's even going to be able to.
Take the night off.
is that? What on earth is Chris Jericho doing out here?
Must want his revenge.
Well, like it or not, this one's over.
There's a disturbance backstage.
I need a favor.
So I heard, Cena. You don't seem in any kind of shape to defend your championship tonight.
I can barely tie my shoes, to be honest with you. I don't want to point fingers, so I'll just ask. Will you be at ringside for the match?
Maybe I do owe you. I'll be there.
I can't believe Shane McMahon is making John Cena compete tonight after the brutal attack he sustained last week at the hands of Randy Orton. Cena won't be 100% in a month, let alone a week.
Cena's one tough customer. He isn't going to ask for any special consideration. Not that he'd get it from Shane.
Right hand, knocking his opponent down.
And there's the DDT. There he goes, JR. He's been busted open. Look at all of that blood. Oh, look out, look out, look out. The RKO. Did you see that, JR? here.
That result,
I know how.
and we are about to start the six-man over-the-top rope battle royal. This is just another herculean task that Chris Jericho has to endure on his quest for the WWE title.
There he goes. He's out of the match.
Good grief, King. Look at that. 5 masked men in the ring. This has Randy Orton stink all over.
You got that right. 5 masked men. Jericho doesn't.
Oh my gosh! He's been eliminated from the match!
This seems like an insurmountable challenge for Y2J. Jericho must go through 5 competitors to stay in contention for the WWE Championship. Good Lord! What a slobber knocker we are witnessing. Jericho is on his way to securing his shot.
Oh my gosh! It's over, JR!
Jericho with
I know how much.
And it's so fitting that it should come down to this. Y2J, Chris Jericho against the legend killer, Randy Orton, face to face in a no-holds-barred match for the most prized possession in all of sports entertainment, the WWE Champion.
Man can't outrun his destiny. But who's destined to lead champion? Orton or Jericho?
After weeks and weeks of mind games, months and months of treachery, Chris Jericho finally faces off against Randy Orton. These men have been on a collision course, and now they're crashing into each other at full force.
Jericho nails the lion song.
He puts the boot to his opponent, and he hits the neck breaker. A flying form, sending the opponent crashing down to the ground. And he strikes the opponent with a quick kick. I don't think I've ever seen Chris Jericho this hungry, this ravenous for revenge.
Jericho nails the lion song.
Look out! Here it comes!
Uh-oh! It's the walls of Jericho!
The mind game Y2J has slapped on the wall.
And that's all she wrote, JR.